What's up? We're live. Everybody's enjoying the World Cup, basketball, and guess what? There's still some boxing. It's crazy, right? There's still some boxing. Bam Rodriguez in a he's in a fight that he should largely win. If you're looking at eye candy, that's Perla Gonzalez. I believe she's a MMA fighter, boxer. She fights on different Misfits cards, things like that. What else? Yeah, and she announces. But yeah, Bam Rodriguez. What up, Frank? What up, Jay Will? Yeah, I know everybody. Mexico wins. Canelo Alvarez, I believe, was in attendance. Canelo Alvarez was in attendance for the World Cup. I don't know if you guys are interested. Is anybody rooting for the World Cup? Who's watching World Cup soccer? Does anybody care about boxing? You know, everybody is talking about the Knicks, the New York Knickerbockers, and the San Antonio Spurs, right? In an epic comeback. South Africa got cooked by Mexico, right? Yeah, man, it's big time, man. I mean, it happens every 4 years. Frank Bay has to be honest. I can't say I'm a soccer guy, but you know what? It's a big event, and we actually have boxing, and it kind of sucks, right? Bam is gonna be overshadowed by the New York Knicks and San Antonio Spurs. I believe they're going to be playing that night, right? That's what's going to go down. It's going to be competing with that, but it looks like there's going to be a good crowd for the Bam Rodriguez fight. The only thing is that Bam is against a guy Antonio Vargas that not many people know, and he's a heavy underdog. He's about a 10-1 underdog. It's pretty insane that he's not going to get any credit for this match, and that's just the reality. He's fighting a guy that nobody largely doesn't anybody know. The only reason so this is him, Antonio Vargas. He's 29, 19, 1-1, reach 66, height 5'5", and it'll be at the 118 weight limit. The only intrigue in this fight is that Bam is going to a new weight class. Salute more DC. A lot of Europeans and African chicks are wearing the Mexican jersey. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a good big crowd. I believe it's in Los Angeles. Canelo Alvarez was there today, which was big news. He's still the face of boxing. He will be taking on Christian and Billy. Du Matador. Vargas kind of tall. Yeah, he's 5'5". He's kind of tall. I don't know if 5'5" is tall, but does he have the reach advantage? Let's see. No, he doesn't even have the reach advantage. He's kind of a this is a blowout. I mean, this should be a blowout. I mean, look, man, I'm being honest. I don't even know if it's worth staying home. It's going to be competing against the soccer and basketball. Jay Will says, I hope Bam makes easy work of this guy so we can get him to take on the Nui brothers. Well, that's the talk of the town, right? He's calling out. Well, the rumors were that he was gonna fight Monster Nui. Then Bam doubled down and said that he's gonna fight his brother to the other brother Tanuka and Nui, which I don't like. I mean, look, just go straight to the match. I mean, maybe Bam wants another fight at 118. Is Nui's brother a champion? I believe he's a champion. Bam Rodriguez was champion at 115. I guess he vacated the belts. This guy's what is Bam? He's number 4 or 5 pound for pound. Bam is a pound for pound fighter. He's a mini face of boxing. I don't know if he can never be the face of boxing because he's in the lower weight classes, but he's on his way. I mean, the guy's 26. He has all the accolades already. But the problem is that he's in the lower weight classes, right? It's kind of not a lot of hype for this fight. I think people know that what time it is, that it's going to be a blowout. It should be a blowout, right? I mean, honestly, Bam Rodriguez should walk through this guy. I've seen him fight. He has some decent wins, maybe on something like Pro Box, maybe a DAZN undercard. But a lot of people are not too familiar with this guy. And yeah, Bam needs to make a statement, get this guy out of here if he wants to hype a Nui fight. But That's kind of the problem. The problem that Bam runs into is that we don't really know the names at these lower weight classes. Salute my Kangs, yes. Mars, Deckard, 82, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Hit the like. That's the problem, man. The lower weight classes just don't get a lot of attention. I was like I told BDA, Vargas is tough and has decent skills, but leaves himself open. Bam will pick him apart. Vargas does have Olympic experiments from Rio. Taller than Bam. Bam small. Bam is a little guy, right? He started out, I believe, at 112. He's a tiny guy. He went up to 115, went back to 112, and now it's a big jump. Bam is doing what we want these other guys, Haney and Shakur, Tank Davis, we want them to do. It looks, Canelo, Bam Rodriguez, they're asked to do it all, right? They're little guys, little Mexican guys, and they're asked to go up and beat giants. While these other guys, Tank Davis, Haney, Shakur, they can weight bully and get praised for it. That's kind of the crazy thing about boxing, right? When you really think about it, these other guys, they get all the praise in the world, but Shakur can talk about, oh, I don't want to go up to, I'm a little guy, but Bam, they want him to do it all. Takuma Inoue is good. He beat Tenshin and Ioka in his last 2 fights. No easy fight if Bam fights him next. No, I mean, it won't be an easy fight, but I think you just should go straight to Inoue. I mean, I don't know why you would play games like that, take on another guy. I mean, I get it. You need to build the fight, give the fans, beat his brother. It makes for a good storyline. But look, man, Bam Rodriguez and Robert Garcia, they know what they're doing, right? I mean, Robert Garcia, he's had a ton of fighters. He knows what he's doing in there. So if that's the route they want to go, then I applaud them. But yeah, nobody running to buy Shakur fight tickets. No, I mean, that's the other thing I'm going to talk about. But I wanted to talk about this, Bam Rodriguez fight. Bam Rodriguez. I want to look at the odds of the fight. So we're going to go to the betting. Let's see what the odds are for this fight. The betting odds: Rodriguez 23-0, Vargas 19-1-1. It is minus 2,500. Minus 2,500 for Bam Rodriguez. 9-1 plus 900 for Antonio Vargas. So basically, this guy's a Buster Douglas in there. I mean, plus 900 means, if you put down $100, you can win almost $1,000. In order to win $100 on Bam, you need to drop 2,500. And people wonder why boxing suffers sometimes, Look, I get Bam Rodriguez. People are complaining about Bam Rodriguez also. This is going to be for a world title. I believe it's the WBA world title. It's the WBA world title. But, it's not really a world title, as I believe, let's see, it was Vargas. Vargas was, he was a regular champion, right? He was a regular champion. So I go to Box Live to try to get some breakdowns. He was a WBA champion, right? So the contest is for the WBA Bantamweight Championship of the World. Vargas will be defending his WBA World Bantamweight Championship for the first time. He was promoted from a secondary belt in May 2026. He has held his belt for a total of 11 days. And people shit on boxing, right? Because boxing does shit like this. We always have the belt argument, right? The belt argument. But it's things like this, But hey, it's boxing. They need to promote it. They need a way to promote Antonio Vargas to get people excited to tune in. But it's kind of a joke, right? When you think about it, it's kind of a joke. Well, now, they said that the other guy was injured. I believe the guy that held the belt was injured. So Antonio Vargas got elevated. Bam is favored to by 80%. He has an 80% chance to win this fight. Bam officially let 3 of his belts go at 115. Yes, that was the news. That was what would happen. But it's crazy to think about, right? It's promoted as a world title fight, and this guy had the belt for 11 days. Antonio Vargas. Bam's last fight was against Fernando Martinez, where he got that brutal knockout. Um, Rodriguez remained undefeated as a professional, stopping 5 of his recent opponents. Prior to that, he won against Cafu by technical knockout. So Bam, being a small guy, is a destroyer, right? He goes in and he kicks ass. That's what we want to see. Bam's right up there with David Benavidez, right? Going for the kill. Boots and Xander's the best fight this month. Yeah, man. I mean, look, boxing's been kind of slow lately, but I understand you got the NBA Finals, you got the World Cup. It's gonna be hard to compete, right? It's gonna be kind of hard to compete for that attention. But we're boxing fans. That's what we do. We talk about boxing, but it's kind of hard to get excited. It's a little hard to get excited for this matchup as it looks to be a blowout. The finals is lit. Yeah, the fans are lit, right? The fans are lit, beating up all the San Antonio fans, right? They're kicking guys' asses in San Antonio jerseys over there. I mean, look, a word to the wise. Maybe if you're in New York, don't wear a San Antonio jersey. Maybe try that. Martinez was a good fighter. He beat Oka twice, but Americans especially don't know that or care. And that's the thing. The thing is with the lower weight classes is we really don't see these guys. Like, how many people can really say they've seen Vargas? Basketball is a dying sport like boxing. I have Bam on my 4th on my pound for pound list. Those Spurs bitches had it coming. You know what, man? I haven't really watched basketball in a long time. I'm kind of following here and there just because it's New York. It's getting a lot of coverage. But at the end of the day, it kind of just doesn't do it for me. I don't know that the game has kind of suffered a little bit. I was watching the Warriors when they were in it because obviously Frank Bay from the Bay. How is basketball dying? These are the highest rated finals in 28 years. Well, it goes back to, it's all synonymous, right? Like boxing with the big names and stars. That's how it is in any sport. The Yankees, the Knicks, any New York team, any LA team, that's going to bring the ratings. The Rats and NYC have more class than those people. Yeah, they're just jumping people, beating people up. But again, you got to be San Antonio people. You got to be a little bit smarter, right? Yeah, that one nerd got beat up fan wearing Spurs colors. Well, you're just an idiot, though. Nah, really think about it. You're an idiot if you go to New York and wear a Spurs jersey. I'm sorry. You're an idiot. Oh, no, I mean, if you're in the stadium and you feel you're safe, then yeah, but just to go there and get your ass kicked, nobody talks about basketball anymore in my area. Man, I used to too. Pero Pepe, what's up, cuck? Okay, is that a troll? Hit the like. Drop the link. Saludos, Frank Bay. So as you see, Canelo was at the World Cup. We're going to win. We have to win no matter what. If not, I'll get out there and do something, said Canelo Alvarez, who will be fighting Christian and Billy. So that's really still in the headlines, right? But we do got to fight. But the only reason that people care about this fight, the only reason Frank Bay cares about it is because Bam is talking about fighting Inouye. Let's listen to what he had to say. Your team you will learn to pay homage. Okay, Pepe. Maybe the people wearing Spurs jersey in New York have a weird fetish for getting jumped. I think some people just like the attention, right? Good attention, bad attention. That's what they live for, right? Shout out to Frank Bay, the place to be in the YTBC. You dropped the bar, huh? Yeah. It's the place to be if you want to hear some boxing talk, mixed with a little pop culture. You got to cover it all, man. Boxing, there's always something to talk about. Maybe not big fights, but there are things to talk about. We got there's like a pay-per-view on the zone. Tommy Fury versus Eddie Hall or something like that. Some behemoth. I live in Los Angeles. Nobody cares about the NBA anymore. Well, there's no more stars, right? LeBron is on his way out. Sports is driven by its stars. Don't matter if it's baseball, the Dodgers, the Ohtani. Like, you think Shohei Ohtani is going to go play for like the Milwaukee Brewers or something like that? Low life, torta, stalker, drama, demon. Damn. Yo, what's really good, Frank? I'm here to pay homage to the sun. Yo, you don't have to pay homage, man. We all the same. We all equal. We love boxing. Boxing is like soap opera, always drama. There is, and That's kind of the thing, right? But we want to see. We got to get to the fights. We got to get to the fights. Give us the damn fights. All I know is I love those standing tortas de la pula, el pulga. Yeah, tortas need love too, man. You know, if you wanna stay warm in the winter, get you one. You know, she'll fight with you. You ever see some of these tortas in the streets? They be throwing down, bro. She can take a punch or two. You know, you get a skinny hoe. What is she gonna do? She's gonna get thrown around in a fight. Santu Matador always been a follower in the YBT Slob and B-Day rep it. Okay, you guys got beef. We'll handle it. Football and soccer more popular than basketball where I live. Well, you know, soccer's worldwide, right? Soccer is a religion. What up, Servino? What up, Frankie? Yep. I will be dropping the link in a little bit. So trying to get hype for this fight. What can we get hype for this fight about? It's a blowout. It's a blowout. Is it a day to stay home? You know, it's Saturday night, man. People go out. Maybe, you know, go try to bang some chicks, take your side piece out, take your main squeeze out, go see the fam, go see your bros, you know, things like that, right? But Bam Rodriguez, you know, if he wasn't pound for pound, I probably would miss this fight. I don't really follow World Cup. I don't really follow basketball. So I will be watching it because, you know, he's a name. Shout out to all my Knickerbockers. We taking it. Yeah, man. I mean, look, man, I am rooting for. I think the Spurs are villains. I would like to see them lose, to see their fans cry. I don't like to see the you know, they're tearing up the streets. They're throwing bottles at the police. You know, it's just not it's not something you should do. You know, but hey, people want to act out. So let's see what little Bam has to say. He's talking. They're asking him questions. Boxing scene. Let's take a look and see. Jesse Rodriguez is confident of becoming the first man to beat Noe Inoue. Can he beat the monster? Let's take a look.
Did you? I know last time we spoke, you said you may watch the Inoue Nakatani fight. You may not. Did you watch it?
I did. I woke up a little bit early just to watch it.
But what were your thoughts?
It was a great fight. I had Inoue up 8 rounds of 4. Nakatani, he came strong in the.
Can you guys hear that? It's low on my end. So he said he watched the fight. He woke up to watch the fight. I want to hear what Bam calls for next. They should have Takuma Inoue in the house come in the ring. Well, I don't think they'll travel just for that. A black Colombian scored for Mexico. I did see that. My Bam is overrated. Phantom, Dirty Fingernail. You guys come up with the crazy ass names. Is that you, Pinche Pigeon? Oh, it's Pigeon.
The last few rounds, but Inoue is just, you know, he's a pound for pound #1, so he went out there and showed that.
Do you watch it just as a fan, or do you watch it and say to yourself, "This is what I could do differently, or this is how I could beat this guy"?
I just watch it as a fan. Yeah.
Not a real scout.
No, at the time, no. But you know, if it ever does come, then of course we might do a little bit more study.
Okay, so he says if it ever does come, he didn't really call him out. It doesn't seem like Bam. You know, you could tell Bam is not really a shit talker, man. He's kind of a shy guy, right? But I think this is crucial, man. You know, you hear all these other guys do all the flim-flamming and this and that, talking all the shit, and they never fight. Bam is a little more political, right? He's being a little more humble about it. Edom needs to go. Hope the Spurs and Bam lose on Saturday. Okay. Well, your hate is recognized. Hit the like. I will be dropping the link in a little bit. But Bam is just a humble guy, right? He's just a humble guy. He doesn't do a lot of trash talking, but he should. I think you should, man. You should start doing your damn trash talking. Start talking that shit, man. Start calling Inoue a little twink. He look, you know, with his blonde hair and he's eating cakes, sitting Indian style. I think he should start talking shit, man. Edgar Berlanga is fighting Steven Butler next on Zuffa. Yeah, I was gonna talk about that a little bit. Just wanted to cover Bam real quick, see what how the fans are feeling. Hit the like. Let's finish the interview.
No, at the time, no. But you know, if it ever does come, then of course we might do a little bit more study.
You will feel that you can win that fight.
What's that?
You will feel that you can win that fight.
Of course, I feel like I could win any fight.
Thank you so much, Dan. We'll see you soon.
Now that was a crazy question to ask at the end. Do you feel you can win that fight? Of course he feels he can win the fight. Any fighter should feel they can win the fight. Why would you say, oh, I don't know? But you know, he's being a He's being a reporter, Lance Pugmire, and he has to ask the questions, and Bam has to answer. I got Steven Butler stopping Berlanga. Damn, that'd be crazy. Steven Butler is punching. Yeah, who's I've seen Steven Butler before. I'm pretty sure. Somebody give me the names of who he's fought. Hasn't he fought top names? I want to say he fought Artur Beterbiev. I want to say that. You know, Berlanga, but Berlanga, man, what a story. What a story. Salute, bro. Great result. E.T. Extra J Testicle. Where do you guys get these names? This is insane. Janabek. Yeah, he's coming back. The dirty fighter, the dirty cheat. That's what I see people calling for him. But are you guys going to be watching Bam on Saturday? Bambi Crip Rodriguez will lose Saturday. Oh shit! Are we dropping Bam now because he said he wasn't Mexican? Wasn't that the story? He said he doesn't consider himself Mexican. He says he considers himself Tejano or Texan. It's I don't know. You know, people have their own identities now. Everybody identifies as something else. You know, but your race is your race. Your race is what your parents were. I don't care. You know, your race is your race. There's nationality and there's race. That's a different political subject. But you guys let me know how you feel. Boxing Jedi, is that you? I've heard that name before. Don't really know who the guy is. Steven Butler fought Steve Rose and Janibek. Okay, he fought Janibek. So, you know, he's kind of a journeyman, right? Journeyman, gatekeeper. Is that what it is? So the other news, Naoya Inoue will be ring reports. Naoya Inoue will be keeping a close eye on Jesse Rodriguez versus Antonio Vargas on DAZN Saturday night. The monster has been linked with potential super fight against Bam in the near future. The Cucking Jedi is a toy collector. I've heard these guys, Pigeon, Jedi. I've heard a lot of these people really don't follow the chisme, the gossip. What is it? The YTBC, the YouTube boxing community. But I appreciate the views, the likes. You know, I will be dropping the link. Frank Bay, what are your thoughts on the current beef between Never Sober's, Torta, and Boxing Jedi? To be honest, I don't know anything about it. I will be 100%. I mean, I know Never Sobers. I don't know who the other people are. But go follow them. You know, hit the like. Go follow their channels. Follow BDA. They're always on Discord. You can link up with them and you can catch it all. But me, I don't know. I just don't. You know, I guess I'm not a sharp guy because I'm not able to follow all the avenues. You know, everybody, this person got beef and that person got beef. Hey man, whatever floats your boat, you know, whatever, it's all entertainment, you know. Like I always said, who do you guys want me to beef with? Frank Bay needs the beef. You know, a lot of people don't like me, you know, but it's cool, man. I love it. I love talking to you guys, man. Tell me what the beef is. If you guys have the story, if you have to get down for the lowdown, let a player know and maybe we could follow it. Anyway, the Torta fake going to birthday party. Okay, you guys are on the rumor mill. Steven Butler is a big puncher. Yeah, man, he's a pretty action-packed white boy in Canada. So Berlanga, look, man, there's no easy fights for a guy like Edgar Berlanga, right? He's severely lacking. Unfortunately, Boxing Jedi has been in too many wars and is old. He, like Canelo, couldn't handle. I don't know. The gay weather with the kickboxer is going to be on DAZN. I did see that, and I think it was the DAZN pay-per-view. I mean, who's going to watch that shit? Floyd Mayweather's broke, isn't he? He's still broke. Look, man, I'm not a fan of Floyd Mayweather. Never have been. I thought the guy was an egomaniac. But I'm here to talk about it all. That's what we do, man. Here to talk about it all. Richardson Hitchens is also fighting Ricardo Salas next on Zuffa. We want Frank to beef with the Torta, Dragon Ball, Yepes. I've heard it. And again, all these people I've heard of, but I don't know who they are. I really don't. I don't think I've ever talked to them. But they're more than welcome to hit the link and holla. Frank, you got to touch on Benavidez. He didn't get Canelo at 168. No Bivol, better Biev at 175. Now no Opatai at cruiser. Jay Will, I have. I actually did on my last live. You know, that's one of the things. It's hard to go. You know, I only got a certain amount of time to go live. Maybe I'll start dropping more videos and shorts. But I will drop some shorts where I talked about the Benavidez thing. But Benavidez is the name. People don't want to hear it. Look, I know you guys, some of you guys are not fans of Benavidez. I wasn't a fan of his. with the Canelo situation. But he is the name, man. Didn't nobody care about Joe Bataya until Benavidez came along. Let's just keep it a thousand. Ricardo Salas is more dangerous than Oscar Durote. Yeah, he's a beast, man. He comes to fight, right? He gets fight of the night. He goes for knockouts. Yeah, Skull Kid, thank you. Hit the like. Yes, he's broke because he owns everybody, including his daughter that he abandoned. Where do you guys get all this shit? Boxing, Frank Bay, are you familiar with Wags? Apparently, he's the father figure of the Never Sober Discord. Wags, I don't know who Wags is. I mean, I know a lot of the guys on Sober's Discord because I listen. He has his own, he has a channel. They're always live. They watch boxing. You should go fuck with it. I do. But as far as the Cheesemith, the T, I don't really don't keep track. Again, man, Frank Bay, man, I have a one-track mind. It's either beaches or boxing, or familia. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, man, if it's entertaining, then you guys are, it's entertainment. It's all entertainment. All the shit I do is for entertainment purposes. Information, Frank Bay. You guys inform me. That's what you guys do. You guys inform me. You understand what I'm saying? So, for Francisco Alazar reports, he says Antonio Vargas is a world champion for a reason. Bam isn't overlooking him. He understands each fight is a challenge. Nothing is easy. Now that he is moving up in weight, our focus is on Antonio winning the world title on Saturday. At Garcia, Bam Rodriguez. Okay, because spoke to Robert Garcia earlier this morning. Confirmed Bam Rodriguez vacated all of his world titles at 115. Focus is now on WBA bantamweight titleist Antonio Vargas for fighting for another world title belt at 118 in October, November. Okay, so that's that's the complete breakdown with Bam Rodriguez, right? He wanted to go for undisputed at 115. Maloney wouldn't take a sidestep money. He was trying to fight that Wilbaldo Garcia. Maloney goes and beats him. So Bam really wanted undisputed. Now he's not able to, right? Someone salty that got kicked out of the Discord. Do matter. Boxing with Frank Bay. What are your thoughts on Dragon Ball having a little singing known? Oh, look, man. I don't have any comments, man. I don't keep up with it. I wish I could and did and had answers. Bulbous Shark, Mexico 2-0. That's right. And that's big money. If Mexico keeps winning, that's big money, especially if it's here in LA. Canelo Alvarez there. You got people hanging out at the stadium. Whatever makes money, man. You know what I'm saying? You got the Knicks, you got Mexico. Hey, boxing needs to catch up, man. Boxing needs to catch up. We really don't have anything. That's the crazy thing, right? So, yeah, Bam was going for undisputed. Now it looks like he's going to fight another world title at 118 in October. So it doesn't look like he's going to go straight into the Nui fight. Nui said he was taking a break. And that's just where we're at with Bam Rodriguez. So after covering that, I will drop the link. If you guys want to talk about Bam Rodriguez, you want to talk about whatever, man, because it's going down, right? You got the World Cup. I don't know shit about it. I know the names. I know it's in Los Angeles. I don't know where else. And then you got the New York Knicks versus San Antonio Spurs. Wembanyama. Let's go Brazil. Okay, so is that your nationality? Hit the like for Frank Bay one time, Nelson Mandela got beat up by Hugo Sanchez. Okay, isn't that a Nelson Mandela like a historical figure? You guys were cooking on the what is it? I have it here. That's one thing I was gonna go for. You guys were talking about Edgar Berlanga. Salute, Frank. I'm here to speak consciousness and flip flop. Okay, all the names, man. I love the names. You guys, I don't know much of anything. Frank, salute John Blaze. You know what, Blaze? I really don't, right? I literally don't. That's why I do this, right? You guys have, you know what it is? It's like reading a book, right? An encyclopedia. I learn from you guys. It's a cheat code. More BC, this guy probably knows more than all of us. I mean, the names he throws out, the people he talks about. You guys are my cheat code, right? I sound knowledgeable about boxing because I talk to you guys. I take stuff from you guys. I follow you guys. So, don't let Frank Bay fool you. He's a little bit of a grifter. No, man. You know what I'm saying? I love. This is what I'm doing. I'm talking to you guys about the sport of boxing. The link is in the chat. Bam Rodriguez World Cup. The Cheeseman, the T. You know, Berlanga's was going to Pro Box is going to. That was also on my itinerary. Then you guys are beefing. You was Herb who cooks for Puro. Salute Puro Sud. Gary Antoine versus Pitbull will be fight action packed. Yeah, man. I have all this on my itinerary. I'm just trying to find it for you guys. So here it is. Berlanga Butler on July 26th. Edgar Berlanga will headline against Stephen Butler at super middleweight. And former 140 champion Richard Hitchens features against Ricardo Salas. So you guys are really interested in Bernalgas. You know, it's crazy. Bernalgas, I was seeing somewhere listening to people, and they said he's getting $10 million to go to Zuffa. $10 million to go to Zuffa. That's crazy. How does Berlanga get all these chances? That's a fighter that was born with a horseshoe up his ass, right? Here it is. Here's some of the artwork for you guys to see. Best Zuffa card I've seen. Is it really though, Bobo? Oh, Bobo Canelo at the World Cup. Yes, I covered that. Frank Bay, do you recall Puro Sud being a member of CCD while giving Malachi? You know what, man? Again, you guys need to write one of those FBI profile, those cards, you know, where they show you when they catch everybody and they show all the timestamps and the connections. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't. I listen to you guys, man. We need like a book on it, something that somebody could open and I can show all the names, you know, all the people connected, like when they catch mafia figures and they show you who's connected to who. You know, that's what we need to follow all this YTBC beef. You know, I don't even have no YTBC beef. I'm looking for some. Send somebody my way. Say, yo, Frank Bay was talking shit. You know, I don't even have no troll accounts. You know, here it is. Bernalgas versus Stephen Butler. Mike Coppinger says, Berlanga Butler is going to be a banger. Stephen is reliable action fighter who can punch and has little regard for defense. See that? No, that's not a good thing, right? Jay Will is on the beat. That's everybody calls themselves manager or coach without proving it. Yeah, man. That's kind of like calling yourself professor. Professor Freakolino Bay. Like, you don't need to have any credentials to call yourself professor. Like doctor, you do. You have to have a doctorate, right? You don't even have to be a doctor to call yourself doctorate. I think as long as you have a doctorate in whatever study, you can call yourself doctor. But I don't think you can call yourself professor. Professor Frank Bay, the boxing professor. We know Berlanga can punch and is coming off stoppage loss. This one isn't going the distance. First stateside show for Zuffa outside Vegas. Okay, so it'll be in New York. I give this a B. I give it a B. This is not a banger. Look, it should be action packed, but I don't think it's anything. You know, you make sure I don't think it's Xander Zayas versus Drawn Ennis where you know you tell your wife kick rocks, get the kids out the house, get some beers, call your boys. This is kind of like, you know, you stay home, you watch it, talk shit, but it's not anything, you know, you cancel Christmas for. You know. The link is in the chat. Hit the like. But people are excited. You know, that's the thing about Edgar Bernalgas, right? Edgar Bernalgas, he gets the fights, he gets the dough. He's the name. You know, I said it before. I said, you know, I'm a fan of Edgar Berlanga. Rafael Garza, Azuma, the Professor Nelson. That's old school. Yeah. Azuma Nelson is a legendary fighter. Thank you. Hit the like. But Bernalgas, right? He's a name. I said this. I'd rather watch a Jaime Munguia, Edgar Berlanga fight than a Shakur Stevenson fight. Let me know if I'm full of shit. Let me know if I'm on the money. What do ye, the fans, say? Would you rather watch a Edgar Berlanga, even Caleb Plant, right? Jermel Charlo. Would you rather watch Edgar Berlanga, Diego Pacheco? I would rather watch an Edgar Berlanga fight than a Shakur Stevenson fight. Hell, I'd rather watch him. I'd rather watch a Berlanga fight than a Devin Haney fight. The Berlanga Hamza Shiraz fight wasn't that bad. I mean, Berlanga was boxing, then he started exchanging, he got socked up, and then he went out on the shield. He didn't try to hug, he didn't try to run. B is fair. The style clash makes it worthy of watching. Yeah, no, I mean the fight. A fight itself could be an A, but the matchup, the quality of the fight, right? The will you stay home and watch the fight? You know, because this is it's gonna be on a Sunday, so people go. They take grandma and mom out on Sunday dinner. You know, Father's Day's coming up, man. Father's Day's coming up. You know, for all the fathers out there, you know, I'm gonna do it the following weekend. I don't go out on Father's Day weekend because the crowd. But you know, things come up. It's summer, man. People are traveling. They're taking vacations. DeBoer Stevenson. Yeah, I'd rather watch a Berlanga Munguia fight than a Shakur Stevenson fight. Think about it. I don't have to pay for this. It's like with those three. I'd rather see style-wise Devin and Keyshawn than Devin versus Shakur. I agree 100,000%. Edom needs to go, says Canelita is only like Tank because he took a picture with Canelo in his locker room, LAMAO. Canelitas for Tank? I don't know, man. I don't know. Are there even, there's not even any more Canelitas left, man. Are there any Canelo Alvarez fans left? Because, you know, even when we was posting the news about him, Billy, nobody really jumped for joy. I think people jumped off the Canelo Alvarez bandwagon. But look, man, Berlanga's, he's a player. If he gets this fight, I think a big fight with Diego Pacheco. I think he has a big fight with Lester Martinez. You know, people will want to be lining up to fight Edgar Berlanga because he's a name. He can sell some tickets, and people will want to watch him, especially if he knocks out Butler, if it's an action-packed fight. Now, this guy, you guys want to talk about Hitchison Salas, Bitchison. You know, Hitchison let a lot of people down. You know, he really screwed over Oscar Durote, right? Durote had a chance at the title, and then he gets nothing. Then he has to fight Fierro on an undercard. The Never Servers troll account. Jay Will says, I read a report Tank left the country because feds are out on his trail. Yeah, that report, I don't know if it was a report. I think I seen like some Twitter, Twitter account that posted that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know the validity of it. I didn't see it anywhere else. It's hard to say what it really is, right? But who knows, man? Tank Davis is a retired fighter, in my opinion. You know, that was the other news I was going to touch on. People are talking about there's rumors of him fighting Floyd Schofield. Did you guys see that? Floyd Schofield is saying that he's negotiating with Tank Davis. Tank not fighting no mo. Hey, man, I mean, all these guys, Shakur, Tank, Haney, we're not getting the fights. All they're doing is the back and forth Twitter wars. So, you know, all we could really do is talk about the fights that we have. And even if these fights get made, we're talking September, October. That we're going to talk about months down the road. You know, the big fight is Xander Zayas, Duran Ennis. But as far as the bigger names, Tank Davis, Haney, Shakur, there's nothing. Even Canelo, at least he has a fight. But Hitchers, Jose Servino, welcome. Let me, where are you at? Are you, I don't see, okay, there you are. Hello, welcome.
So, Frankie.
Yo, what's up, man? Thank you for hopping on.
All good, man. All good. How's it going?
It's not too bad, man. Just talking about Bam, you know, World Cup, the Knicks. Aren't you in New York?
I live in Jersey, though, like close enough.
Oh, okay.
But I live like really close. I live like 15 minutes away from Manhattan. So like everybody around where I live is either moved from New York or used to live there, like, you know, before. So like, you know, it's going down around here, you know.
Oh man, that's crazy. I wouldn't go out, but I mean, you know, people want to celebrate.
I watch it from my house, you know.
Yeah.
I watch the game, or why not? Not because I'm a fan or whatever, but you know, it was just like a really good game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's on TV and then everybody's watching it. So, what else are you gonna do?
But man, I see that the fight you have on screen, Hitchens, Ricardo Salas.
Yeah.
So what's up with that, dude? I think you can see like the Dana White influence. You can see if you just like see this poster, you're just walking around and you don't know these dudes, and you're like I don't know, Floyd Mayweather doesn't know how to read. Like you might think this is like a UFC card
But huh. That's interesting that you say that. Yeah.
because of the whole legal thing that Floyd's been going through.
That who's been going through?
Floyd.
Yeah, yeah. What about it?
Nah, like like the dude is probably like broke. I mean, not broke. He's not like broke like us. Like broke for him is like he has like maybe like 50 mil in the bank
Oh
because
shit,
he
that's
has stuff
broke.
that produce. No, he still has things that produces him money, like properties and shit like that.
Right.
Like he has some rights on some YouTube fights, and shit like that. Like the dude is not
Okay.
like dead on the streets, like he's not
Yeah.
broke,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No.
but he has to get rid of a lot of excessive wealth,
Uh
you
huh.
know. Because the thing is, he was broke at one point, but that Jewish friend of his saved his life, and for a little bit. But then, he burned all that shit out. 'Cause he motherfucker burns like $1 million a month, some shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, he's paying baby mamas, and I don't. You know what, man? I mean, look. I don't know the guy, but man, he's. People are not smart with their money. That's a lot of people.
I
They
mean,
just.
it's mostly athletes, because they wanna keep spending at the same level that you know, that as to when they were professionals, when they were working. But once you go away of all that money coming in, you have to just live like a regular person who's close to it as much as you can. Because if you see Sonny Liston, I think he was the guy who he's from the Ali era, but he's not broke. He's still wealthy. It's because he always lived like on with his own means. He drives the same
Yeah.
car. He has the same big house. He has a huge house. Don't get it twisted, but has the same house. He's not a
Right.
guy who's like he's not a drinker. All his kids are in college with careers, with money. Like he's not a guy who's like Mayweather, like flaunting money on people.
Yeah, no, here he is versus Zambitis. Somebody mentioned it. 50-0 Mayweather returns against Greek combat sports legend Iron Mike Zambitis, who boasts a kickboxing record of 157, 24, 87 KOs on the zone. Like, who's gonna watch that?
I don't know, man. The funny thing is, well, for what I heard, that already the money's already like given to these two guys, so they have to like fulfill the contract pretty much. But right now, Flo is doing a tour to pay his taxes and his child support. He owns like 20 million to, like 22 million to the IRS,
Yeah.
like a million or two to his baby mama. It's fucking crazy.
Ring IQ was saying May Pack 2 was canceled. Well, it was canceled the first time, wasn't it? It was on, it was off because Manny said it's supposed to be a real fight. Floyd said it wasn't a real fight. Then they had time to negotiate. Then people reported it was on. Now somebody's saying that it's off. I mean, I don't. Does anybody care about Floyd Mayweather though? Like, I mean, I just don't think anybody really does anymore.
I mean, people care now, I think, because they find shocking that this guy, who apparently, even though he was flaunting all that money, he's like, yeah, I don't really think he's gonna like burn all that fucking money, like, like even like the amount like he was spending on a daily look so little by the amount he actually like made through his career, which is fucking insane. But a lot of people sadly mistake or badly read um how much money he actually made back in his days because people say, oh, he got paid like $200 million or whatever. Like, no, the fight generated that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So Floyd used to say those, that he used to conflict those two terms.
Mm.
And if you know anything about, Flomos, if Flo doesn't know how to read, they don't know how to listen or interpret it. So
Right, right. Well, the
so you
guy,
know
I
they
mean, I want to see him fight Manny Pacquiao. Is that a fight you would want to see?
Pac two.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah, definitely, but I don't really think he wants to, especially because I don't remember if he's gonna be in Las Vegas, so he's not gonna have his special concoction of gel substance he likes to inject into his hands. It's only Las
Mm,
Vegas is legal.
right,
Um, so that's why he's kind of, because it's just a fake fight. He don't have to like break his knuckles that much or his wrist. But
right.
he's almost 50 if he's not 50 on the dot. Because he's older than Pacquiao. People seems to forget this. He's like 3 years older than Pacquiao, so he should be like 49 right now.
Yeah,
49,
no,
50.
I have no idea. I know he's up there around almost the 50s. I don't know if he's 50 yet, but he's
And
probably nearing
yeah, I
there,
think
right?
he's like 49. I think he's 49.
Okay. But yeah, I've been seeing pictures of him, well, videos of him shadow boxing, hitting the mitts, and he looks old. I mean, people are like, "Oh, he looks good," but they're saying it in a way like, "Oh, he looks good for being old." Like, no, he just looks old. It's not the same guy. Even if it is an old ass Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather still looks old.
He looks old because he's old.
Right, but people are trying to say he looks good, like he can
I
still
mean,
fight. I'm like,
by
nah.
like a regular people standards, yeah, he looks fantastic. Yeah, for a regular person, but for a fighter, no, he looks hella slow and old. It's like Adrian Broner.
Right, that
Like,
guy's looking horrible. He's even looking worse. He's probably the worst looking guy out of all of them, right? I mean, I've been seeing him on the stream, and he just looks
uh,
like terrible.
I feel kind of sorry for him, like low
For
key.
AB?
Yeah, low key.
No way, bro. Come on. But what? Why? Why do you feel
Like
sorry?
not sorry, like oh poor guy, but I feel sorry
Yeah.
like how his life is going like right now, because he's like involved with these fucking streamers and shit, and he looks so like out of place there. Everybody like we like the skin like hella like soft and young and sharp, and this motherfucker
Right.
look like motherfucker looks like a
Yeah.
scorpion and like a fat scorpion. And
Yeah. Well,
he, like,
he
he,
looks like I don't follow it, but it's on like I'm on X, right? So I follow different accounts and people will repost his
that's
shit
the
and
only way I know he too.
he's like
Because
assaulting women. He's just
that's
like all on there and all he's like grabbing women. He keeps trying to like talk to him and they're dissing them. He just looks awful. It's just like you said. I mean, he's around all these young people, right? And you should really be like schooling them, right? Like what you're saying, like they should be looking up to you because you've done things, you've been places, but you kind of just look like a creep.
yeah, like preying on like young women, and none of these bitches actually like want to fuck with him. He fucks some bitches, don't get it twisted, because he still have like some game, but
Well, he's paying them.
not really.
They're- Dude, I see they're all whores. See, I think people get that. I've been, the streams. They'll show the clips, and it's like it's weird. It's not natural, but they're whores because
Oh no, yeah, you see, I
whores.
think I saw a clip that like they were like dead ass. They were like porn stars and prostitutes, and they were actually like, yeah, you have to pay me like 5,000. Like,
He brags about it. He brags about
yeah, and he was like,
thank
oh, I'm
you.
gonna pay you 1,000 for 10 minutes. And she's like, no, my rate is just 5,000.
Well, he
And there
was
was a
like,
non.
oh, go ahead.
No, good.
No, well, because he was bragging about how much he's paid different people, different women in the past, like names like I don't know if people know who these. I don't really know who they are, but Ruby Rose or something like that. She's like one of these baby mamas to different different rappers and shit. This is since we're this is what people like though. You guys love watching this destruction. Here it is.
Mostly kids.
This is him. What is it? He chugged a half a bottle of Henny. Oh, this is gross. Why do people watch this?
Yo,
It's a-
my stomach hurt after I watched that shit. I mean, this is like the most hypocritical thing. Like this motherfucker gonna act like he's warrior or whatever, but you put this motherfucker in those situations. Like you're the primarily guy doing all that shit. But to be fair, he's also the one who put AB into this like new gig. Because if he without
Right.
this guy, he wouldn't be dead. And kudos to AV, he's trying to hustle his back some other way. He's not trying to like get a fight with you know, with a kickboxer in Greece. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's
Well,
looking at alternatives. Kudos to him, I guess.
and his career itself, his career wasn't all that. If you really think of it, the best fighter he beat was Paulie Malignaggi.
He was a your regular uh, PVC product, and he beat Malignaggi. And let's get it on the record. He beat Malignaggi at 147, which is I think he won like a bacon title, welterweight, if I remember correctly. Because I think
Adrian
Maidana
Broner,
beat him
right?
for the
Yeah.
title, if I remember. Because I remember he said, Mikey Garcia, like, yeah, at least I won a title, a welterweight.
No, I mean this. Yeah, McDonald humbled him. Right here is him getting his ass.
But that's
Oh,
yeah, but it's funny. Those clips are funny, whatever. But something that I also remember was the 11 on the 12th round. Like Maidana was putting him on. No, Maidana, sorry, AV.
AB was
My,
putting it on Maidana. You saying?
yeah, the 11 on the 12th record, not the 12th record, on the 12th round. You crazy? Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
I have to
Maidana is on
watch
the
it
record
again.
saying the guy who hit him the hardest was Broner. Because Broner always had like this never die approach, as dumb as he was. Like he had a great chin and got a great heart. You know, he dropped Porter, if you remember.
Yeah, he did fight. Damn, I mean, he had every
Like,
time he stepped up, he lost. He fought Mikey
yeah,
Garcia,
but I
Maidana. But
think he was
go ahead.
done at 135
Do you think
because he
that was
was
the
starting
highest
getting
weight he could
money.
go up?
Nah, just because he was already starting getting money, shit like that. At welterweight, I think he was like a step too big. I was impressed when he won that title there because he's too small. He's
Hmm.
like this He's like a Gilberto, this Oompa Loompa welterweight with short arms and shit. Because he can counter you with his short arms. That's why he couldn't do shit in there. But at
Mm.
130, 140, 135, yeah, he was a problem.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't feel
I
sorry for
actually
the
wanted
guy.
to
I
see
think
the Terrence Crawford or Adrian Broner fight at 140. People seem to
that
forget
would have
that
been,
was a
yeah, that'd have been interesting. That'd have been really interesting. But yeah, the guy's he's a mess. I mean, it's for kids, man. He's like, but it is weird, right? You got this grown ass man, but he's selling to children because that's who watches those kick streams, right? It's like children.
You have a lot of nature, I think,
I,
Have like your teenagers and
well, I'd consider teenagers children, and you know what I mean. Like, basically anybody 17 and under is like a child to me
I
because
mean, you
they
also find grown ass guys like watching like these
right.
streams like to no
You
ends.
really? There's grown ass
Yeah.
dudes. What like? I mean, I'll watch a clip, but I mean, as far as like watching an entire stream, that'd be weird to me.
You're gonna have these nerds. They pay for OnlyFans and stuff because a lot of these streamers are like freakazoids. Not everybody's like being the great and shit like that. A lot of these
Oh
guys that do like regular stuff. Some
yeah,
girls they like get naked.
but I mean, Adrian Broner he's what 35, 36. He's like a
Yeah, like
middle aged man,
36. Yeah, yeah.
and he's being watched by children doing all this disgusting shit. It's just like that's just gross to me. Like if I had a teenage son and I seen he was watching Adrian Broner, I would probably slap my son. You know what I mean? Like you don't be watching this reject. And if I was Adrian Broner, I'd have enough sense. You'd have to have enough sense to be a middle aged man, and your children that are watching you. So you go places and you have all these children.
I mean,
It's just not a good look, man.
you're kind of right, but you also have to remember that your regular American doesn't really mature until he's like 40 something. You still have
Wow.
these 30 plus, sometimes in the early 40s, wearing like little kids clothing.
Well, I
You know,
mean,
like
I'm seeing that in New York with all these New York Knicks fans jumping people, destroying shit.
at the very.
These are men. These are like 22 to probably 30
That's
year
what I'm
old
saying.
men.
Sometimes 40 and 50, man. Like,
That's
believe it or not.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
you have
crazy.
these men shouts, you know.
I
Especially
mean,
these guys,
yeah. Go ahead.
especially these guys like they always wanna be like the uncle, the discourse, they wanna be the old guy, the old sage, the OG.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I went out. Went out and party with my boys, but I mean, I didn't get crazy like that. Not where I just start destroying shit and fucking riots and
And listen,
crowds.
man, don't get it twisted. There's nothing wrong to, if you are like a guy, who can have the means to do it, and you can actually like attract like younger people. Okay, go ahead, go do it on your own, but don't be like just like mingle with them in their parties and shit. That's fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, he's doing it being a degenerate.
At least he's doing it for the bag. But I know guys that doing it just because, like they want to act young and shit. Like for example, like I'm 32, right?
Uh-huh.
Not old, not that young, but I'm not like jumping around in a fucking club. Hell
Well,
no.
but you wouldn't be hanging around with a bunch of teenagers, and I don't think
Oh
you'd be
hell no, no,
streaming
no. Like the
doing.
youngest I ever like hang around when it comes to like girls is like maybe 22, but not for like dating, just for like recreational.
Yeah, no, I mean, I understand that's normal. I'm saying, but what he's doing for a living.
Yeah, yeah. No, but at least he's doing it for a living. At least I have a little bit of respect for that.
Well, but he's killing himself. It's not even making a living. He's like destroying his body to make a couple bucks.
Well, that's the part that I'm not his dad, so
Yeah. No,
I'm
I'm just
happy that
commenting that
listen, man. I'm
I
just
just
happy
find it
that the dude is not
strange.
underneath a truck, huh? Because at the end of the day,
Well,
he's
yeah,
not
because
like
you
a
said
rock.
you feel sorry for him. Like I don't feel sorry for him. I think he's just a scumbag.
I feel sorry. It not like, oh man, poor guy, but
Yeah.
just like what he's doing. But at the same time, it's like I respect like the hustle, and just like the way you actually left boxing behind. You're not like looking like starving for a fight or whatever. From what I heard, he's still getting statements from little checks from Heyman.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him, but the guy's got like 8 baby mamas. He's admitted
Yeah,
that he
exactly.
gambles all the way. John Blake, he makes 20-30K a month streaming. Yeah, I did see that. Um,
Oh,
but at the same time, I mean, it's only what it is. Let's say he is making that much. It'll accelerate his decline, right? Because like I've known people with issues like drinking, drugs, or gambling. Because he's also a gambler or a whoremonger, right? 20-30K just means you can get more whores, and it'll just accelerate your downfall,
I think the next step for
right?
him. I think the next step for him, and this is something that because the thing about AV is that he's actually funny. Like when he's on his own,
See, I
like
don't even
just like
find him
sit
funny,
down.
man. I mean,
No, no, not like between the degenerates. Like when he sit down just talking shit, he's
yeah.
funny as a motherfucker. Me that I'm being around him, he's funny as a motherfucker, yo. He's like the one who popularized like, yeah, we're gonna fight on Twitter, man. Nah, like when he's on his own, yeah, he's fucking funny. Like a drop. But he's like that type of like guy, like he's so stupid that he's how can
He is. He
that's what I'm
is.
saying. Like
Yeah.
he's not like Eddie Murphy. Nah, I'm not mean that. But he's
That's nothing for him. He literally fought Pac-Man. Yeah, how
like
much did he make? Didn't he get like 40 million or something like that for
nah, he get
Pac-Man?
like 3 mil for Pac. Pac get
No, I
like
thought, or
got
he
like
like turned down something. I heard he turned
nah.
down.
He turned down the contract with Jay-Z.
Yeah,
It was
for
like
like
$40 million
okay, that's what I'm
because he
thinking of.
wanna be loyal to Floyd. And look at that, both of them are broke now.
Yeah, but I'm being like a get off the lawn type of dude by hating on him. It just look, man. But my thing is, um, it's hard to watch somebody being a degenerate. Like I could watch it for a couple seconds, but then I mean, for a couple minutes, but then I feel like, damn, man, it's just bad.
Nah, you're a better man than me, man. Because I only watch like those like few 14-second clips and shit.
Well, I mean, no, it's on my feed, but I guess what I'm saying is, I don't want to be a get off the loan and being a hater because he's making a lot of money doing it, but it's just cringe. I don't know how to explain it. It just
Nah, you're not being a hater. You just, it is kind of reality. Sometimes people think you're being a hater and you're just like pointing things out. You know what I mean?
here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. Um, I don't think it'll last.
It
You
won't.
just can't last like that.
So
I've seen it come and go.
the only way I can see Broner is one. Well, you know, few situations will be one, his liver is gonna pop off cirrhosis of the liver.
Uh huh.
Two, he's gonna crash out with this dude, and they're both gonna go the separate ways. Um, it's kind of look kind of sexy. Everybody wearing the same fucking clothes. Um,
Nasty.
yeah, and also the age difference. One day you're gonna clash, man. They're not. You're not supposed to hang with people. 14, 12 years. You junior.
That is a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Yeah.
me, like I'm the oldest brother. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
then my next brother is like 5 to 6 years younger than me. And man, I lose my fucking patience. I want to smack the shit out of him. Like, of course, I don't do it. It's a grown man.
Yeah.
But and then either or is not right. But I still want to do it. That's one shot. Sometimes I look at him like, why in my hands I'm not around you?
Well, I mean, I don't think there's a problem with hanging younger people like that, but like if you're being a leader, if you're hanging out with them and they're trying to learn something or because when I was younger, I used to hang out with older people. I always wanted to hang out with the older guys, you know what I mean? And it was because they
Gotcha,
had,
gotcha.
because I couldn't drink at the time, so they would be able to take me to the bar or something and buy me drinks. That sounds really bad, but no,
Nah,
no,
yeah, I
but
get it.
if you knew the guy, you knew the 12th grader, right? You're like in 10th grade, you can't buy, but a senior, and he knows the liquor store that you can go get the drinks. So it was like, and you're in 8th grade and they can drive already. So you always try to have an older homeboy that had the connections or that
Like
can
me.
get you in the club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. What are you thinking about this fight, Schofield and Tank?
Yeah, yeah. Let's go get back to boxing. This is the thing with boxing, man. You get all these reports, and a lot of it's just fake news. But it does say, with the deadline approaching, negotiations are underway for a potential showdown between Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Schofield Jr. for the WBA lightweight title. If this fight gets finalized, who are you backing? Well, I mean, Gervonta Davis is in nowhere near fighting. People haven't even seen him. So how do they expect him to fight?
I mean, he will get out of the situation that he's involved, like eventually, and because I think they can give you like a permit to like fight for the legal reasons or whatever, but
Yeah.
not fight, but like like work.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yeah, but
'Cause Because
th-
they let Floyd do that before he fought Cotto.
well, when they let Floyd, oh, because he was gonna go to jail or something.
Yeah, he went to jail for like 20 days. Well, but
Yeah, yeah,
before he
okay.
whoops his girl's
He whooped his
ass at the
baby
time.
mama.
Yeah, so it's like that's why I put Floyd because it's like the same situation.
Okay, the difference is like Floyd. I think he was in Las Vegas and he had stipulations. I think he could only be in Vegas. This guy Gervonta's on the run. Like he has a warrant out for his arrest. So he's not. It's not. Floyd was always always in shape.
I
He
think
he
he
was.
already got reprimanded though. Tank.
No, no, no. People haven't seen him. Like there's been no reports of him being anywhere or being seen. Nothing. It was just like a couple weeks ago. I think he was on a stream with like Takashi 69 and that guy Dean and Adrian, and like the cops had went looking for him or something like that. I don't know. There was something that the cops were called, and Gervonta had to get out of there or something.
That's insane.
So I mean, when you know the Floyd situation, Floyd was like he was at home, or he wasn't on the run. He wasn't out, out of the state or whatever. He was in where he was supposed to be, so they trusted him, and give him that permit. But with this guy, I mean, there's no way he's training, or usually you see guys they're showing mid work, they're showing something, they're even running, like, hey, I'm getting ready. But this guy, I mean, he's just, I don't know, he's probably chasing horse still.
Hmm. He will never. He will never stop doing that. He's an
A
insecure
being
little dweeb.
horse.
He's an insecure little dweeb.
Well, I mean, he still has his money, so I'm sure he's living pretty good and hanging out doing his thing. But I don't know why the boxing media, they report that stuff like this. There's gonna be a fight, and they haven't even spoken to this guy.
Well, I think like the media, like probably because we might not be privy to like negotiations going in the background. Again, I'm just talking out of my ass,
Yeah.
but they probably like know something that we don't.
Well, I mean, a lot of times it's just a rumor floated. Maybe a
Because
friend
what was that boxing scene?
boxing scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're a big sucker for Floyd. Well, not
Oh,
Floyd, but
okay.
the PBC.
Okay.
Them and what's the other fucking name? Fight Hype.
Okay.
Yeah, aka Floyd Hype.
Right. Right. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. But even if this was true, right? I mean, they're looking at we're already in June, so they would need time to promotion. So this wouldn't be till September. Looks like it's booked because Canelo. So this wouldn't be till October, November. Like, it's
I
crazy,
mean,
man.
probably because probably Tank is need like a fat cam.
So, and who knows if he'd even make it? The last time we heard this guy was Jake Paul.
I mean, listen, I don't. There are certain ways like people always gonna be able to make. I don't care how fat Tank gets. He always gonna be able to make 135. He's really tiny. I seen him in person.
Hmm.
And when he gets fat, it's not really like fat like that. It's just just like water. But he will go
Right.
down there. He's really small. I think like the heaviest he can get is like 150. Like I'm talking about like bloated, like crazy. Like, he's just
Right.
really really small guy, man.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. This inevitable D block, go like, subscribe to him. He says Javante Tank Davis is currently a wanted man with an active arrest warrant in his home state of Maryland. Once found in sight, he will be arrested and booked and charged. The active warrant stems from okay, so he goes, but anyway, so that's what I've seen this other places too.
Can you
So,
imagine like they arrest him like right after the fight?
huh?
Like they arrest him right after the fight.
Oh, nah, man. I mean, it's just that guy. I wouldn't count on him being in the ring at all. But yeah, that's the Devontae Floyd Schofield news.
Do you think they actually like baiting him to come out of his rat hole? Like, yeah, you have a fight, yo, nigga.
Nah, man. I mean, like I said, man, he doesn't. I don't think he doesn't care. That's the thing with him. I don't think people are acting like he cares. If he blew a $40 million bag with Jake Paul, what makes people think that he cares about what's going on now?
I think he cares. I actually think he cares. Again, all that money that he made, again, he really didn't make that much money. Tank, his contract, he's you know, he was supposed to get paid just like $3 million a fight, plus the pay-per-view, but he never cracked like a million. Other than the Ryan Garcia, I think that was his biggest
Yeah.
payday. He got paid like 30 mil after that because the pay-per-view cut was crazy. But other than that, like he didn't get paid like that. Like his pay-per-view was like at most like 200,000. It doesn't really crack like that, So probably you get like 3.5 mil,
Mm-hmm.
1.5 mil. Benavides getting more money than him.
Yeah. No, I mean, but if that guy he didn't care enough to secure a $40 million bag, that's what about Jake Paul. I mean, I think the guy's head is he's too far gone. I don't think he cares about boxing. I don't think he cares maybe he's okay, comfortable with what he has. But I
Um,
just wouldn't count on Gervonta
I
Davis at all.
I kind of sort of explain it. I think he's one of them dudes. Even though he's not that smart, I think he has a little bit of foresight, right? He understands that he can make money with whoever he gets in the ring, and also uh, the fact that he don't want to, he don't want to retire, being embarrassed. I think that's something that he said like in the past that he don't want to be embarrassed in the in the ring.
Mm. Yeah, I
And
think
he
I
wa-
have heard him talk like that.
and to be fair, I think he felt pretty embarrassed of his last fight with
With Lamont Roach.
yeah, I think so. Because I
Mm.
was in the stadium and then people were booing his ass like from like the ninth round
Right.
because people were like, "Yo,
They
like
were booing him. I don't
yeah,
remember
because
that, but
the thing is they were booing because he was not excited,
okay, they felt there should have been
and
more
then they
action.
actually booing like crazy when he come with excuse like with a hair done or whatever. Like New Yorkers, they don't
Okay.
give a shit, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, but you know what though? When he talks though, he cusses out his fans. Like even people that support him, he calls them bitch made and dick suckers. So
He
I
will
mean,
say
I
that
don't know.
over
You like
Twitter.
Serena, you like Tank, and you like AB. I don't know, man. I'm starting to question you. Like
Nah,
you apologize for these guys,
man,
and I'm
hell no.
I'm
Listen,
I'm
man.
kind of the
Tank is
opposite.
listen, man. The day I met Tank, man, I wanted to spar him.
Okay, so
Fucking
you
little
met
ass.
Tank.
Yeah, I met a lot of these guys like
I
in
mean, he
gyms
can't
and
even. I
shit.
couldn't even understand what he says half the time. He'd be like,
Of
"Yeah,
course not.
down."
Listen, I've been into his gym,
Uh huh.
and all of them guys talk like that. They have doghouse rules,
Yeah, because they're from
That's when
B-more or something like that.
no, it's because they have doghouse rules, which means sparring goes like a professional fight. So you see these dudes hitting goes like the CTE practices, they're
Okay.
hitting themselves on the head with no head movement, with the headgear, And with the headgear, sometimes it's more dangerous because it shakes your head all over the place.
Right.
So growing up in that gym, I can imagine you're gonna have CTE. Everybody
Mm.
got that in that the gym has CTE. The
I
fourth
mean,
guy.
I mean, I think you're right, but at the same time, I think it's just because he's just not he's not. Well, I don't know. I hate to say stupid or not smart, but just like I don't know. He just had to me. Tank
Now
Davis just
listen,
he doesn't
he
care.
was not. Listen, man. None of them guys are Melto members, right? They're not like the sharpest knife in the drawer, if you know what I mean. Like
Right.
let's get it out of the way, right? Any other
Yeah.
sport, any sport, right? So let's get it out of the way. Like I'm not expecting this guy to be William Shakespeare or none of that shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know.
But no, man. Actually, hits in the head actually influence your speech patterns, the way you think. Sometimes you can have like suicidal thoughts. You can hear stories about football players. I forgot the name of that guy, but he was locked in his truck for months. He giving himself shocks so he doesn't get out of the truck and kill himself or somebody else.
Hmm.
See- Yeah, he's like,
No.
oh, why
No.
you here?
Yeah.
But they
But
asking like, why you here? I don't want to hurt my wife.
yeah. No, but I just in both situations, when you're talking about Tank Davis or Adrian Bruno, I think they just I'm gonna say it like I think they're just scumbags. I think they don't
I
care. Like a
think
lot of
no. Here's
the
the thing though.
situations that they're getting in trouble is because they don't care. They're just there's
Yeah,
people
they
like
don't
that.
care.
They don't care, man. They got a million. He's cool, and then because he in his mind he feels like I can fuck around, fuck off, do whatever because I'll just come back and get a fight and make another 3-4 million. So I'm gonna just do this, ride it, go broke. I'll come back, and they because he just doesn't care. I don't think it's anything more than that. When we see people like that in trouble, he just doesn't care. That's my take on it.
Rafael, yeah, but they don't gonna give him the 60 mil to Tank. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think they lie about how much they make, and that's kind of the thing with the Floyd Mayweather's. Like he was telling people he made sold so many pay-per-views, so much, but a lot of that's just is I don't how do you explain it? Is he's just they're just cap. It's just to make you think that they're doing better than they are.
Yeah, 50%, and then your trainers and all that, they take percentage. They don't take the actual, thing. So you actually going around to the same thing. That's a 360
Yeah.
contracts if you ever seen one.
Oh, as far as Bam, I mean, as far as Tank and Floyd Schofield, I don't think it happens anytime soon. I don't know why they say the rumors, but I mean, I think they need clicks and views too. Boxing scene or whoever's reporting it, they need it too. So, but I'm gonna. Have you seen this? Shakur and Haney arguing about 144. Have you seen this?
So yeah, I saw like the back and forth on Twitter. That's all about nothing. Um, Shakur now is crying about, yeah, but if you 2 fights ago, you fought at 144. Why you not gonna do it now? Because it's 2 fights ago, you fucking dumbass. It's like a year ago. That's what it
Right.
means, 2 fights ago. And now in today's climate, like, come on, man. So he wanted to go up 147 for corner, but not for Devin. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, no. Did you say he said he was willing to go up to face Connor Ben? Is that what you said?
Yeah, he was willing to
Yeah,
go all the way up to 147
he did say that.
for Conor Van,
Uh huh.
but he won a catch weight for Devin, and then
He did.
probably is gonna put a
Uh-huh.
rehydration clause on his ass too.
Yeah, he wanted a catch weight for Ryan Garcia too. Like he got in the ring for that fight. I thought, okay, maybe potentially, and then all of a sudden he kind of puts a roadblock by saying it needs to be at 144. And Ryan, he doesn't need to do that. He doesn't need to bend the knee to Shakur Stevenson. And now he's doing it to this guy, Devin Haney. This is
Oh
just
yeah,
bitch shit, man. It's just these guys, man. Look, man. We've said it before, man. These guys, this is what they do, man. It's just a bunch of jive talk. They just put this shit out, and then they never end up fighting. It's the
Mm.
most bitch shit I've ever seen. I mean, this guy, Shakur Stevenson, is a. I
yeah,
mean, he's a fighter, so he's not like a bitch, but I think bitch made in the sense like they don't want to lose the zero. They want to be protected. They want to pick the fights that they feel they can win.
yo, but by the time Rafael finished like his breakdown, Tank is gonna have like a mil left. Oh man, but good breakdown, man. Good breakdown. Um, no, but here's the thing though. That's the thing. Like when he's not like like he's daddy Crawford. He always want to
Who?
act like he's like him, but he's really not.
Who Shakur?
'Cause, yeah,
Okay, yeah,
because he always want trying to act like, oh no, we the same.
right,
We couple. You know what I mean? But he's really
yeah.
not. That's when like he's actually just a fanboy. Underneath it all, he's just a fanboy.
Who Shakur is a fanboy?
Yeah.
A fanboy of what do you mean by fanboy?
Fanboy because he wanna walk the steps like the guys he idolized, but he doesn't wanna go through like the same things. Like for example, he idolized if you see how he fights exactly how this motherfucker used to fight. What's his name? Andre Ward, right?
Okay, right, yeah,
The only thing difference is he has a jab. That's the only
okay.
difference.
You
And
mean with the
he doesn't
dirty
hug.
tactics and shit
Well,
like
and he
that?
doesn't. Yeah, the Baron tactics. Yeah, and he doesn't hug as much. No, well, Checo is way cleaner than him. I scratch that. I'm not gonna poo-poo the guy either way, but he idolized that guy. He had a lot, but to be fair, Andrew Ward didn't toke no smoke as much as he could.
Oh,
Like
he
at
retired
least,
early,
yeah, but he fought whoever was in this
and he was
division
supposed to
at around
fight
his time.
Adonis Stevenson. He
When he
didn't fight
retired, I
that
think
fight.
no, yeah, that's fine, but he fought whoever was his contemporaries. That's the only thing
Yeah,
you can ask
with
somebody.
the A side, with being the biggest A side.
Regardless, he fought his contemporaries. That's like
Okay.
I'm not a fan either. Like I'm on that. He never fought out of Auckland. Like what the fuck is that? But I'm just here to like let's give credit to the guy. Let's not act like a hater.
To
But
Andre Ward or Shakur Stevenson?
no, to Andrew Ward. Fuck Shakur.
Okay.
uh,
Right.
but the point is, he idolized that type of guy. Now, and then he also idolized Crawford. You know, he films Crawford. Crawford is this. Crawford is that. He's a street fighter. This and that. I'm just
Right,
like
right.
Crawford. La 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 la. And what happened? He's no actually like Crawford. Crawford never put a weight class on Canelo. He never
Well,
asked Canelo, "Oh, can you come down to
he be-
154 for me?" No, he never asked
well
that.
he because he knew that wasn't gonna happen. The only way to fight Canelo was with Canelo was the A side, right? He's the king, so you go and you bow down to whatever Canelo wants
Yeah,
if you
but
want
if you're
50
moving up to
million.
weight classes, do it like the actual way to do it. Just move up and that's it. You know,
Right.
Shane Mosley didn't cry like a bitch for Oscar De La Hoya, right? And here's the thing:
Not that
at
I
the end of the
remember.
day, as much as these dudes are not like stars like that, he's gonna get paid the most money he ever got paid for Devin Haney, and that's the frustrating part.
Well, I mean, I don't think this fight happens. I just think it's interesting that these guys are called the best.
I think it
Haney,
will happen. The reason
you
it will
think
happen
so?
because they're both in Sufa and they don't have no way to run.
Well, they're not at Zuffa yet.
Nah, they are. They are.
Do you know that for a fact?
Yeah, they
Okay.
are.
Yeah, I'm holding you to that. So how do you
Sure.
okay. Well, I mean, I haven't seen it anywhere. I mean, I know
Nobody
there's
wants
rumors.
to sign these dudes. All right.
Yeah.
They're asking
But
for too much money. Shakur is asking for 10 plus mil. He don't want the three that he used to get, right?
even okay, so you're saying there with Zuffa, but you think Zuffa really matches them right away? I don't think they do. I think they do the whole
So the thing
boxing thing
Sufa
where
is
they
doing,
get tune-ups first.
so the thing is Sufa is doing is the same thing that the zone was doing at the beginning. Which again, you're not gonna tell me that the zone, everything I'm saying is alleged, but you're not gonna tell me that the zone is not a fucking money laundry organization, man. I mean, come on, they
You're
haven't
saying
even split a
Zuffa is?
profit, huh?
You're
Of
saying
course,
Zuffa
Sufa
is?
is, of course.
Okay.
So what they're doing right now, because they cannot produce any talent, so they have to buy it from
Yeah.
somebody or overpay like crazy for something like Connor, right? Which is, in my opinion, he's damaged goods. Um, so now you're gonna sacrifice him to Ryan.
Sacrifice who to Ryan?
Is the Connor ban and
Oh,
Ryan
okay.
fight is made?
Yeah. Okay, so you're saying that Connor, those winners are gonna fight each other. So Shakur Haney and Connor Ben and Ryan Garcia is like a little mini tournament for
So
Zuffa.
Ryan Garcia and yeah, because the thing is, remember Super, they don't have 140 pounders, so that's why our boy is coming down to 135 in his mind, but we both know him going back down
Right.
because he has no title anymore. He got stripped.
Who, Shakur?
Yeah,
Yeah, he has the 140 title, right?
the 140 and I believe he has the ring magazine. I think he beat Teofimo for it.
Mm-hmm.
So right now he's the man of the division, but I don't really think he wants that heat.
Okay. No. He says he's a small guy. That's what
He's
he
not a
says.
small guy.
Oh, I mean, I know he's not, but that's what he says. He says he's a small guy. That's the crazy thing about this guy. That's all he says. I'm a small
And
guy,
you
but
see
yet
how humble and how calm his demeanor is when he's talk about guys who's bigger than him. No, I can't. We have to negotiate. I'm just
he was saying
I'm
that.
just a featherweight. Dude, when he was in the ring with fucking Oshaki Force, he's look every baby bit as big as a fucking a middleweight. He look
He
middleweight
did.
as
He
hell.
did.
Gigantic neck, muscle popping out of his big ass shirt. Fuck out of here, dude.
Well, I mean, here's the thing with Shakur Stevenson. Who's he gonna fight then? I mean, who the
He's
hell
trying to
is
fire Shaki Foster, but
that? Would
because
be a
he's
terrible fight. I think that
and
is
you
one of the
and you
worst
see how
fights
fast
in boxing.
huh?
That would be one of the worst fights in boxing.
Yeah,
Oshaki
it would.
Foster and Shakur Stevenson, like,
I will pick I will pick Shakur to beat him. But
oh
still,
yeah, no doubt.
well, but that would be like a weak ass move, man.
There's no, the only people that are saying that are just I don't know, are just these weirdos. I think they're Shakur Stevenson fanboys. and they want to see Oshaki Foster for some reason. But like you said, I mean, Shakur towered over him. The fight, the neither guy can punch, so it's just a terrible fight. And I've never heard anybody mention that fight before Oshaki Foster fought. And the only reason they were saying that is because Oshaki Foster's like saying it on on all these interviews. But why would Shakur Stevenson even take interest in that? Unless it's because he's cherry picking and it's an easy fight.
Yeah, of course. That's his entire career, man.
It's a stinker of a fight. My take on this Haney and Shakur Stevenson back and forth Twitter beef. Well, you're saying they were Zuffa and they're gonna fight. I think is they don't get enough criticism. I don't think they get enough criticism or pressure to make this fight. I mean, they're both supposedly top pound for pound fighters. They both supposedly have big fan bases and sell tickets. But
Yo, I see this move weak as hell. You know why?
no, I mean, tell me.
Once you pass 140, so you feel like 141, 142, you're already a welterweight. So you don't have to make this guy go back down. He can make his way regularly. You know what I mean?
Who, Devin Haney or Shakur?
Shakur,
That he can make 147?
if you make, because the thing is like 144 is because you can get that big allegedly, right?
Oh, okay.
But the thing is clearly because he in his mind he's trying to act like he's fucking Juan Marquez, right? He can make 147. He's too small.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? He has to actually eat to get
Right.
that weight.
Okay.
You gotta get pudgy.
Yeah.
So that's
But
what I mean. Because
okay.
but by the time he was a welterweight, Marquez, he was already like his 40s, like close to his 40s.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Now I see what you're saying.
So he was fighting his walking reward pretty much. He was not making no type of weight, and he went back to lightweight right after that. So
Yeah. No, I mean you're 100%.
and he's trying to act like you like Juan Manuel Marquez, like you eating yourself to get to 147. You fucking
Right.
bitch. Get the
Okay.
fuck out of
Okay.
here, man. That's what I
Okay.
mean. Like once you hit 141, you're already a welterweight. He can, and Devin Haney just have to be able to not pass 147. Once you hit above 140, you're already a welterweight. You don't have to make this
Right.
guy hit 144. So you strategically, connivingly, and bitch mode like a perra, you're trying to weaken this guy.
Yeah. No. Okay.
That's
I
his
see
whole
what-
thing. Because he was chasing this motherfucking like crazy when he was on 135.
Right.
Because he knew he was weak. Remember when he Rob Loma?
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, he looked like an Ethiopian. Yeah, you see Shakur running his mouth all day. Yeah, I'll fight you right now. You
Mhm.
know me well for
Yeah.
now. For now. For now, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear.
It's just yeah. No, I mean on both sides. I mean I don't have any sympathy for Devin Haney because I think his dad be running his mouth and saying a lot of jive talk. But yeah, no,
the
man,
way
this is-
Shakur make, dude, this is crazy. Shakur is making Devin Haney look good. He's making now Devin Haney and his dad fans' favorite just because that bitch ass move.
No, that's yep. You just hit the nail on the head. Yeah, because I'm
Everybody's
like,
I'm on Devin Haney's side right now.
I
hate
know.
that
I was
motherfucker.
like, damn, I can't believe I'm on this motherfucker's side.
And
How
listen,
the
I'm not
fuck-
hating because
Yeah.
he's nothing personal. Because at the end of the day, Devin Haney doesn't promote alcohol, drugs. He's not a freak of soul on the street. He's a homeschool kid that just happened to box. Okay, and his
Okay.
dad, he's just the typical guy hyped up his kid.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
like
mean,
I don't have
guess
nothing
you could
against
say
them
that.
dudes. Okay, I just
Yeah.
hate that he's fucking boring.
That fight with Norman was terrible. It was one of the worst fights I've ever
Oh,
seen.
man. And that's funny because Devin Haney, I think he has power. His technique is
Uh-huh.
just fucking shit, and his commitment is trash. But I think he has power. Like I really do. I really think so. Like I think he's one of those guys. If he commits to his punches, he
Yeah.
can learn how to like not fucking lift his back foot up there when he took his two. Man, he can crack some jaws out there. But he's too much of a bitch.
he doesn't want to risk. He doesn't believe. I don't
It's a
think he
little bit
believes
of
in
a
his
lot of.
chin.
I also accuse that like the this generation of boxing because that right now they teach you how to jump away of your opponent right after you punch instead of roll out instead of pivot. You know what I mean? Pivot and rolling out is a lost. It's a lost art.
Right.
Like they're not doing it as you know as you're supposed to do in boxing. After your
Mm-hmm.
combination, you're supposed to cover yourself and half step back, do a shuffle step, rolling out, but not fucking hugging, not jab and hugging like these motherfuckers do. As soon as they get in the inside, they hug. As soon
He
as they feel
reaches out. He
comfortable, they hug.
actually reaches
Yeah,
out and grabs the fighter. I mean,
exactly. So he didn't do as much as Lomo because, well, I don't know if you're competing in the amateurs, but you know the Europeans that like to scratch your face with the with the glove laces, like right on your
mhm.
face. So you feel like all those scratches on your face, just because you're trying
Mhm.
to hug me. Like
Hit
with
the
I
like.
just
The link is in the chat. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
especially
I
like
d-
on the lips, on the face, that shit fucking feels like crazy.
right, right. I
Like with the
mean, look,
sweat.
man, these guys. I think, man. Honestly, I really. This is my belief, and it's a little controversial, but I believe that they are protecting both guys. I think Haney and Shakur are protected by the boxing media establishment because they still want the next Floyd Mayweather.
Well,
They
I
want to.
know the boxing establishing is protecting Shakur for sure. I don't know about Haney.
Well, no, they're obvious. It is Devin Haney, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you have Bam Rodriguez and you have David
Well, I
Benavidez, right?
scratched that because they removed that loss from his record. So yeah, I scratched that.
So you have Bam Rodriguez and you have David Benavidez, who are also competing for pound status with these guys, Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Now, Bam Rodriguez, they're pushing for the Anui fight, which this is the title, Bam in Trouble, is a very dangerous fight for Bam Rodriguez. I mean, he's going to be the underdog.
Oh
But the
man.
boxing media establishment, they are pushing for that fight. And then you have David Benavidez. He's taking a beating because he won't fight Jabataya. But Bam and David Benavidez still have all the accolades. So they're looking at these guys, Shakur and Devin Haney. They can circle each other. They can just do Twitter wars. They don't have to fight each other, but they still hold all the accolades.
Listen,
Am
man.
I
At least
making
David
sense?
Benavidez fights aren't fucking entertaining. All right.
Right,
It's
right.
just
What I'm saying is that Shakur and Haney have the protection, whereas Benavidez and Bam they don't. So you guys can understand it for what it is, but I'm laying it out there.
yeah. Fuck them dudes.
But if you're Bam Rodriguez, you don't need to fight Nui. You have all the accomplishments, you have all the rankings. Why is the establishment, the boxing media, why are they pushing Bam to go? Oh, you can go dare to be great, but when it comes to Haney and Shakur, oh well, they're just negotiating. This is how what it does, and they can just
Oh,
do this for another two
they're
years.
still learning. They're 29, 30 years old, but they're still learning. On the job. You know.
But even Benavidez, remember Benavidez was protected by the establishment because the establishment has hated Canelo Alvarez for a long time. They did that. You've seen it. They didn't want a Mexican at the top. They said they wanted American. I don't know if there was a clip out there where there was a promoter guy who was working out Heyman, and he said it. He says we don't want to support Canelo. He's Mexican. We don't want to give him that. Give him that protection.
Unfortunately, it's one of those cases that, as much as they cry, bitch, and complain, Canelo is the money guy, and money talks. So they can complain as much as they fucking can. If you're the guy who brings the money, you
Yeah,
know, they
but
could
they
care
were
less.
they were happy when they got the American Crawford to go up there and beat him. Because a lot of times when they lose, like Canelo's gonna take a hit to his what do you call that, cachet, right? And a lot of it is that we talk about pound for pound and media protection, but there is a legitimate reason for it because the cachet, right? So Canelo takes a hit, he's gonna take a hit and pay. He can't command what he used to command. Bam Rodriguez, right? He's starting to get paid. He's going to get big money. But if he takes a loss to a Nui, then his cachet, his pay is going to go down. Benavidez, same thing. His cachet is at an all-time high right now. If he takes a hit, they can knock his pay. Okay, you're not the guy. You're not really gonna take over for Canelo. This, that, and a third. But these guys, Haney and Shakur, they get this protection. They can keep this cachet, and the media kind of allows it.
That's funny, man, because I don't really think that they media darlings, at least one of them, because he was with the ESPN. But I think they only like that famous online, man. I don't really think they like that.
Who? Who?
Shakur and because they get protection for the boxing world, but I don't really think they get protection for like the media like that.
From the mainstream medium, I believe absolutely.
No, yeah,
Absolutely.
because
they do.
you got cocksuckers like fucking what's his name? Max Kellerman. Just kissing
Yeah,
his
no,
like ass. And
I
Monish is
mean,
black, man. Forget about it.
well, I mean, but it sounds like, well, you're just talking about the media and perception, right? It sounds like I'm talking about just perception, the fans' perception, or who's being protected by fans or media. But no, the cachet thing of what they command and what a loss means, and a hit to their drawing power, to their
Oh
the
no, yeah,
status is
but
everything.
to be fair, mostly of that has to be with his management team, and Bill Haney is well connected. It's not I guess, but it's not a mystery the connections that Bill Haney has. Look at fucking Devin Haney's entire life, growing up with boxers, training in a Mayweather gym. You know, he always have connections.
Right.
Well, when I think it was, I forgot the fight, but there was a fight that actually Haney was carrying Mayweather's belts. Like, yeah, that you don't get that far without connections.
Well, no, I mean, Mali Naji basically said it. He said that there's an interview out there where he said that the Showtime executives were always happy when Devin Haney was going to fight, because they were going to get taken care of by Bill Haney. Now, I don't know what that means, but you can kind of guess what that meant. I don't know, but they're getting paid in in some sugar booger or whores, whatever. Allegedly, that's what he said, and you can kind of use your imagination as to what he was alluding to. But no, you're right about that. Devin Haney's dad, Bill, has I don't know what he has. He has some kind of dirt or magic on people. But no, I just think they're protected. I think they're protected, and they're kind of instead of being the pressure being put on them, like Usyk and Nui, they're foreigners. So the media really doesn't have any. I think the boxing American media press, they don't really have any allegiance to Nui. They're just, he needs to go to 126. He needs to fight the best of the best. He needs to fight Nakatani, right? But these guys, they kind of can just play this game for a couple years now, and they really don't get the pressure to risk the O, because I think it's all about the O too. It
Yeah.
still has the O, still is a selling point. That the Floyd Mayweather era is still here a little bit. And I think they want these guys. They want one of these guys to be the dude. And I think that's still kind of the agenda, if so to speak. This fight and the fight itself, Haney Shakur, is it a big fight? I don't even think if it's a big fight. I don't think it's any bigger than Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. I think it'd be a decent pay-per-view, but I just think it should happen. I mean, really, these guys should be fighting, and I don't like the whole this bitch made move by Shakur Stevenson saying 144, and it makes Devin Haney look like the good guy.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, bruh, you don't have to, because he's obviously he want to weaken this dude. You know what I mean? Like, obviously he want to do that.
Well, I
Because,
think it's a way to save face. I think it's a way for Shakur Stevenson to get out of the fight and save face, and it's a way for Devin Haney to save face too. Like, again, man, I just think it's both sides. They're just saving face. I don't think he,
Yeah, for real. Because it's
I don't
like, bro,
think.
like, how you gonna call me a bitch because I didn't accept you bullshit ass offer. I wasn't even an offer. It's like if you don't do this, I don't fight you.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, man. It's look. Here's the thing, man. So if you look at, we just got the Lamont Roach, Williams Zepeda. This is the face off, and it's like if you're not the name like Shakur Haney, then you got to fight the tough fights. I think like this fight, Lamont Roach. You know, even though he had the draw with Tank Davis, he's still not the name. So now he's gonna fight another tough fight, Williams Zepeda, and these are the guys that keep boxing going, man. You know, and but if you're not that name, then you gotta fight, and this is a real fight. I like this fight was August 1st, so June, July, so damn, it's still 2 months away. Did you hear about this fight,
Cepeda and
Lamont Roach?
yeah, I
But I
think
like this fight. Go ahead.
uh, I think Cepeda haven't fought in a while, man.
You think?
And
Say that again.
uh, no, it says Cepeda haven't fought in a while. And that's
Right.
like the only chance I give Roach. But to me, it's like a 50-50 fight.
You think it's 50-50, huh?
Yeah, because these two haven't fought since the Shakur Stevenson fight. And pressure fighters, man, you need them to keep them active.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He looks a little bit smaller. Does he look smaller than
I,
Lamont Roach?
yeah, but he probably like on high heels or some shit.
Who? Zepeda?
uh, Lamont Roach.
Oh. Let me read this. The African American media knows that La Raza buys the most pay-per-views as a demographic, so that is why they will rob and just propagandize you because they know the money is secure, La Raza. Well, as for Canelo Alvarez, he's still the face. You got Ryan Garcia. I think Floyd Mayweather said it best. Bam versus Nui strategy. I'm not sure what he should do. Well, that's what I'm trying to say, man. I think a lot of this boxing game is politics, strategy, and but I think they want this fight, Bam versus Nui. It'll be Bam's biggest payday, so I think he has no choice. But from a boxing strategical point, I don't think he needs that fight. I don't think he really doesn't. The guy's at 122. He's at 118. He could have went for undisputed at 115, but I think the money's gonna be too good for Bam to ignore, especially for Nui. That'll be his biggest fight,
I
and
mean,
he'd be licking his chops.
I'm kind of down for that fight. Ban is for people that who don't know. Ban actually started as a like as that's fucking crazy. He actually debuted his career as like a lightweight, at 130.
Okay.
So I think I mean it's not really that crazy in my opinion. You know
Was not that crazy.
that
Bam
Ban
versus Nui.
yeah.
I
Size
think it
wise,
is
I don't really
extremely
think it's much
crazy.
of a difference. Maybe weight and like getting accustomed to like the weight or whatever. But I think that fight is close as people might think, because Ban still have the youth on his weight. You know, you don't have to burn like weight like crazy. Because if you see how he looks
Right.
nowadays, he looks like a lesbian, like a crackhead lesbian, with all the
You mean when
tattoos.
he's walking around the weight that he walks around at?
No, like right now, like he's training, because I think he's on camp. And I think he had an interview like in gym or whatever, like with our shirt. And he has like more random tattoos. I think, and
Okay.
and now skinny. I think because he was dehydrated on the lining, But he looked like a fucking crackhead lesbian, man.
Yeah, Bam look he looks like he wears like these baggy pants. He looks like a little hipster. Now he's dressing like a cholo. Now he kind of looks like a cholo, with
Yeah,
the
he's just
sunglasses and
arc man.
tattoos. He's kind of changing to like a bad boy.
He's billing arc, man.
Yes, Bill and North.
He's cholo arc.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah,
at
yeah. Well, I mean, I think he finally got some pussy, Like he seemed like
I-
a little. Go ahead.
No, he has a kid.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, I think he just started getting some poontang,
I mean, who knows, man? You never know with these Little Kings.
Yeah, but the look, I hope it looks like he does. You know, it looked like they were gonna go to the Inui fight right away, the Monster Inui. Now they're talking about Takuma Inui. So Bam, he'll have another fight. That's what Robert Garcia was saying in
Takuma
October,
doesn't have that
November.
power, you know.
Yeah, he's no near his brother, but I think it's an interesting, dangerous fight. But
Oh yeah, still a fight. Definitely still a fight.
it'd be a good storyline. But I don't know why you would even do that. I don't know why you would risk it. I mean, I think you would just go straight to a Nui fight, but maybe because he's not gonna. The Monster Nui said he's not gonna fight for another, maybe till next year. So maybe he need, to help build the story. You can't sit around and wait. But I think Bam is the underdog against the Monster Nui.
No, definitely, he will be the underdog. He's that guy, quote unquote, the smaller guy, moving up in weight.
Yeah, but does Bam even have a chance? Do you give Bam a? You said you did, right?
Yeah, I gave him a chance.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah.
You have a lot of
chance.
belief in Bam Rodriguez.
No, believe you. If you're a guy who came down from like a similar weight classes, because Neri, he's like a 4 division champion. Let's not forget
Well,
about
yeah,
that.
when you okay, yeah.
Or
But
like
the
3
guy
division
just so
after that.
fast and strong, man. If you watching even watching him against Nakatani, you could just that guy Nakatani could not make a mistake, and that guy is a beast. That guy Nakatani's a beast. He fights.
Nakatani is a beast, but Nakatani is a beast how Paul Williams was a beast.
Like, what do you mean? Explain.
Like, he was good in different departments, a lot of good departments, but the advantage that he has is because because how ugly he was at the same time.
How
He was
ugly.
large. Yeah, he was large. He was a southpaw.
Right.
Paul Williams, a
Yeah.
welterweight,
No, I know who
like
Paul Williams is.
6'2", 6'3", a welterweight. You know what I mean? Fat, decent fast hands, decent
Okay.
movement, everything decent. But the full advantage he has was actually his size.
Okay. That's what
I'm
you
not
mean.
saying he was a bad boxer or a weight bully and all of that. I'm just saying that actually makes the difference is like his size, and that was like the thing about the Inoue fight. He couldn't pass Inoue in any other department. He has to actually
Okay.
set him up, and that's why he failed. He
Right.
never tried to set him up.
I see what you're saying. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense now.
And the fight before the Inoue fight was like the wake up call. Like actually make me think about like that. Like yeah, he's a guy who, you know, he need to have like multiple advantages to beat you to the to the ringer. And that
Yeah.
dude was like a like a 2 days notice or some shit.
Who? Say that again.
The guy Nakatani, he had a fight before Inoue, Cardina,
Yeah, the
Cardona,
Logan
whatever.
Hernandez.
Yeah, I'm so stupid. Cordina was the guy who dropped Inoue. Hernandez, yeah, Hernandez.
Well, that guy was big as fuck, and he just was a beast too, man.
He was big as fuck, but he
big.
had a 2 days notice, so he was walking around like his regular weight. So he was fine.
Yeah. Well, but just I mean, when I think about all the monster movies,
And I don't think if you know that. No, my bad. That dude had like a half. He had like a half camp, but he never had a full camp in his professional career.
who?
Hernandez.
Okay.
Never had a full camp,
I think it's Sebastian Logan Hernandez. Sebastian
Yeah.
Hernandez was his name.
but he never had like a full camp before that fight, and he had like a half full camp. And look how well he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he's the type of guy that would give anybody trouble, but still, Monster Nui. Look, man. I'm just going
Anybody,
off of what I
but
see.
remember the thing that he was good at is the inside, and the thing that you're not supposed to let somebody go into the inside if you're Nakatani. Your uppercut's supposed to be like the shit. Straight punch is supposed to be the shit if you're that good. Inoue, you can do that to Inoue. Just like falling, like, falling with your forehead on my chest.
Yeah.
No setups. Just surviving uppercuts like crazy. Just covering yourself up. Because he was getting there just with the basic ass shit.
Yeah, he was.
Hands up, walk forward. And I'm not poo-pooing on Nakatani, but
No, I mean he struggled. He did good the first 6 rounds. I mean, he was piecing them up. If you watch the fight, he was piecing that guy up the first 6 rounds.
Oh yeah. He was
And then
piecing him up until
and
he
after
wasn't.
that, he was on his
Because
back foot, and he couldn't really get out of the way.
because what Hernandez changed his plan. Hernandez was still seeing his strategy. He was start reading on his punches, on his setups. Because Nakatani had weapons, don't get it twisted, but he doesn't have that many weapons.
Well, he wants to be comfortable.
Yeah,
And
there you go. So he already comfortable because he has advantages on you, you know. But if he
right.
doesn't have it, he has to like scratch his head and go for it, you know.
And that's not really how he fights. He doesn't have a second gear, it seems like.
There you go.
Or
Doesn't have a
not, it
second
would
gear.
be like a fifth gear. He can get in and out of gears, but he's not gonna just start winging shots just to wing them. That's not his style. He's a patient, precise puncher, and he doesn't want to miss.
Yeah, but that's the wrong approach when you have somebody like Inoue. You know, somebody who can throw
Well,
combinations at you.
with the Nui, I mean, I don't think you have a choice. I think what Nakatani did was kind of give a blueprint on a Nui. Is you got to make a Nui think. If you just let him blitz you, if you let him get comfortable just rushing in like he does, he leaps
So the
in.
thing about Inoue is that you have to, as basic as it sounds, you have to throw your jab. Like you never have to stop throwing your jab and throw something behind it. That's how that the real blueprint to beat him is the first Donato fight,
Okay.
the first Nonito fight. Throw something behind your jab and he struggles momentarily when he's throwing. So that's how we caught him with that crazy devastating left hook that fucked up his. To this day,
Mm,
he's been having
yeah.
that sleepy eye.
Yeah. But Donaire is a big guy himself though. You know, he's a bigger guy. Bam is gonna be the little guy. I
And
just
he's a big guy, yeah, but he was old. There,
yeah, no, but I mean,
like
you
the
know, I
both
knew he had to
times he
be.
fought him, the both times
Well,
Inoue
put it this
fought
way.
him.
Okay, with the Nui, um, he has to be afraid of something because you know once he senses you got nothing, it's over. I mean, when he sensed Fulton had nothing for him, and he said it, and Nui said something like, "Yeah, I thought Americans had a little bit more spirit, but when I went in with Fulton, I was surprised because he just folded." You know, in his language, he said something. Basically, he said Fulton was a bitch.
No, yeah, because the thing is, you know, the will the rah rah, you know, because he said that because he been paying attention to like people saying like, oh, when you fight like a black American on this that, you don't have that dog, like, you
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like, they probably have like Japanese boxing podcasts.
yeah. No, he said something like that. He did.
Yeah,
So
because
I'm just
he
wondering.
knows, he
Go ahead.
knows. Not,
So
go
I'm
ahead,
just
good.
wondering. You know, when what does he have to fear from Bam? I don't think he would fear anything that Bam Rodriguez has.
So it's not about the fearing. The thing about you know, is he's like a perfect predator. He just break you down, and then he just knock you out, just take you out if he can. But he just tried to break you down, you know, break it down little by little.
Okay.
But if anything, this is the perfect moment because I don't see the same speed
Really?
from Inoue. Yeah, really. Um, I don't know because it was like the fight making work like that, but I just don't see it. He's been getting cut like lately for things he
Okay.
was supposed to get cut before. Either that or like they already started to build the blueprint and guys they just don't have the tools to execute the blueprint. But like for example, in the same Nakatani fight, Nakatani was trying to catch him late on the later rounds.
He was starting to
Like
win the later rounds.
it was a point that I thought like, well, I think he's gonna knock him out because this guy was not responding.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing about is many things you can do because he with Inoue because he likes to launch. He get excited
He
sometimes, overly
does.
aggressive. So yeah, there's many ways you can do it. Just you have to survive the storm too. He's a really, really good boxer. In my opinion, the best box. He's the pound for pound number one right now.
That's the other thing. Yeah, he's the he's not only the best boxer pound for pound, but he's the monster. I mean, how many pound for pound guys uh really get you out of there like that?
That and when he boxes actually textbook. Like the way he boxes is the way you teach kids how to box. Outside of like launching in and like
Yeah. He
because he's
has
very athletic.
extremely good rhythm and balance.
Yeah, because he does build a rhythm. So there's a couple of guys who I've seen that does that. You might not like this, but Oshaki Foster does that really, really well. Who's building a rhythm.
Okay.
That was the difference between him and Ford. Ford was just, you know, with his hands up. When you see how like
He was
Oshaki,
looking. He was looking and he's
yeah, he was
looking
just
for a
looking, yeah,
shot.
yeah, looking for a
And
shot and jump on it, but he was not building a rhythm. So that put a lot of pressure on your body, man, because you're trying to like
yeah.
accelerate to explode. You know what I mean? You can do it, but you can just sustain it. Sometimes you explode and you don't have nothing to throw, nothing behind it.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
And
you're trying to build something when you're in a I mean, that's what you should be doing. Whatever it is, you should be to building to something in a fight.
exactly. So, like for example, when Oshaki was walking forward, he was like, I call it like a dance, right? Like you shake, like you move your hands, you move your
Uh-huh.
head, you
Right.
bounce your knees. You know what I mean? And you move forward,
True.
right? You create like a rhythm.
Yeah.
So as you're walking forward, even that you move your hands, you move your shoulder, and you throw like a jab is way easier, because you just like put it in the front,
Right.
and if you wanna like step back, shit, I'm doing it right now as I'm explaining it. As if you
Uh-huh.
move it right back, you move your left foot back, that's just and you left your right foot on the front. That's a half step, right? Whoop,
Yeah.
that miss. You know what I mean? And you
Yeah,
step
no.
moving forward, and you move your head and shit like that. Even with your hands
Yeah.
down. That's creating a rhythm. But Ford didn't do that. Not even moving like side to side. Like Canelo does, because Canelo's when he's moving forward, he has like a shoulder roll looking at you, but when he's
Yeah.
moving forward, he's putting his high guard. But all the time he has is he's looking at you.
No, he is. He is. I mean, he didn't really have that against Terrence Crawford, but I've seen the real Canelo when he did that, when he has a purpose and a meaning, and
I mean that,
he can
and
put
as you're
things
moving up
together.
in weight, you have to change your style. Like even like for example, when I was coming up in the amateurs, I was a really dynamic fighter. I like to throw combinations, mix it up and down. Pivot a lot, side chef stuff, shuffle, which is like the Mike Tyson thing. Yeah, it takes a lot of energy. But now that I'm older and heavier, I gotta do throw my punches more economical.
Hmm.
I'm a little heavier now, even though I keep a little bit of my speed, but it takes me more. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because I'm heavier now. I have to drag more mass. Because
Yeah, you can't be dancing. You can't be keeping up with guys trying to dance around the ring on you.
I have to hurt you. I have to. So that's what I do in the gym a lot of times. Like when I'm sparring with my boys, I'm not that big. I'm 5'7.5". I have a 72-inch reach, 72-inch reach. Uh, but most of my friends are actually bigger than me. Actually, like midweights, sometimes
Uh-huh.
heavyweights. So my thing is, I have to either surprise you or I have to hurt you. I have to respect. I have to make me respect me. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta respect me. Because if not, these guys are gonna bulldoze the shit out of me. They're gonna bulldoze them.
Well, I mean,
Like
your game should evolve as you grow as a fighter. I mean, you should be adding new things every
sometimes
single
it
day.
regrets. Sometimes it regrets.
Well, yeah,
Like
if you
Canelo's game regrets.
obviously when you
Regret
get
it.
older, but that's why you
Even
have
aside,
more of veteran tactics.
even aside, you get heavier because you can move the same elasticity. As people might think like getting heavier in a boxing fight is an advantage. It's really not. That's why I believe the quality of boxing has been dying because a lot of people just been doing that. It's way bullying, and so it's like you do a lot of fat camps, not training camps.
Uh-huh.
You're hurt if you remember her. You know, really good boxers, but he leaned too much in that fucking weight bullying shit.
Who?
You ever heard?
Oh, okay, heard. Yeah, no, I mean he was a big ass dude, and then,
Dude,
well, yeah,
he
you could
was
tell he
losing
was
that Lara
streaking
fight
down.
to that fucking. I think he lost that Lara fight, even
Hmm.
with the drop. Even if, like I remember he dropped Lara, but even that, even though he lost that fight, took my fucking punches on the head.
Yeah, well, I mean, eventually it caught up to him, right?
Yeah,
Eventually,
yeah,
his
yeah.
weight bullying. Eventually, it catches up to everybody. That's the thing
It does,
about
it
why that's why
does.
I call it bullying, right? Because eventually the bully meets
It's
a
bully.
bigger kind of life. But thank you. It's been about 2 hours, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up right now. We just hit the just been on for 2 hours. I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Jose. Thank you for
All right.
joining. Um, yeah, man, everybody's enjoying the World Cup basketball, and then we got Bam on Saturday. I think there are some other matches, right? There's some other matches this week.
I think Eric. What's the name of that?
Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury is,
Yeah, I forgot. Like, yeah, the Furious Little Bro. Yeah.
huh? Yeah, but it's like pay per view to zone. But so boxing tonight, Friday. There's boxing. Matthew and Falco on the zone. Bedoin and Angel on the zone.
Yeah, I'm streaming that.
Thursday, there's boxing right now on the zone.
Going,
Damn, there's boxing
mm,
actually right now.
yeah, I'm going to La Taqueria.
Vargas
Watch those
said that's the
fights.
headliner on Saturday. The undercard, Cardenas and Martinez. We've seen that before. That's a rematch. I guess the Martinez guy got robbed. Not really anything to write home about. Fury and Hall pay per view in the morning, so I'll probably miss that. Then Jones and Carranza. Is that on Saturday too? But that's in the evening. Tierra Brown, so women's fights. And then the 14th, Saturday, Gonzalez Perez on the zone.
I know
Jojo
BDA.
Diaz. So next week is
I,
nothing, man. Nothing again.
I know BDA will be out for that women's fight, man. He loves it.
He'll be do a live fight chat, right?
Yeah.
And Sylvan Diaz on Friday, and then Cazlazo, the pound for pounder on Saturday, June 20th. So damn, man, it's bare again. So nothing until Saturday, Zayas and Ennis. So yeah, man.
The fight though.
I don't know. I guess we'll just try to talk about news and notes and rumors again. And yeah, man, we'll have to see what we could talk about. But I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Jose, Bulbous, Raphael, Matador. There was a bunch of trolls earlier. Mexican Boxing, Danny Medina. Hit the like. Hit the like if you haven't hit the like already. Hit the like, subscribe, share. You know, hopefully you guys watch on Saturday. Bam. It's a blow. The guy's a 9-1 underdog, 10-1. So more BC. Thank you. BDA was here. Alfredo was here. Yeah, man. What do you guys think? What do you guys think, man? Are you excited to Bam call out a Nui? It looks like he's gonna call out his little bro though. So I was hoping he was gonna call out Monster Nui, but it looks like he's gonna call out little bro first.
Yeah, he wanna start with the little things, you know.
Hey, that's what she said. Matador says women fights unless they go topless, I'm not interested. I feel you, brother. Like what would I do? What am I gonna tell people? I'm gonna stay home and watch a women's fight, bro. I can't go out. Like but hey, that's what ESPN wanted, so that's what they get. So yeah, man. With that, I'm gonna leave you guys with a couple things. We're out.
Does come from somebody's son.
Hey. All right, guys. Thank you. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.